One of the things I feel most humble about when it comes to leadership is that you can do all these brilliant things I'm suggesting. Take good care of yourself, lean into your other stakeholders, be a super innovative thinker and decision maker, use your intuition. And you can do your best work every day and the hits will keep coming for you, right? That's part of being a senior leader. So it isn't uncommon for leaders to feel a decrease in their confidence, especially if one of these tough calls you're having to make just doesn't work out the way we hoped it would. So if you are momentarily struggling with confidence, I want you to hear me say that I have yet to meet a single executive who doesn't periodically struggle with this, and sometimes even frequently these days struggle with it. This is why we've been calling some of this business context an unwinnable game. It's hard to feel like you're on top. It's hard to feel like you got your footing and you got to keep it for very long. What I'd like for you to do is to normalize yourself and remember that if we felt confident all the time, that would be a psychological disorder. It's healthy to waver every now and then. And it's normal. It's the recovery that matters. I would point you back to the very people I suggested you have as your support system for this. Sometimes we need people to remind us of our greatness. I am not exempt from that. I hope that lives in our peer relationships at work, because there's really few people who understand more than your peers what it's like at work. I would argue that might be the most important piece. When you get down to the bottom of the barrel, sometimes you really don't have the energy to pick yourself up. That is also normal. And we can really isolate ourselves as leaders because we don't want to have to talk about the tough stuff. We're largely paid to have it put together and to make everyone else feel comfortable about the path ahead. Having that safe place and those people who cheer us on is super important. The other thing is the internal talk that we have around what's happening in our business life, our ability to have positive self-talk in that knowing of like, of course I missed something. It makes sense that something might have gone south. I made the best decision I could in absence of data and sometimes in absence of internal support. These are big, heavy, complex things that either lead to a win or a miss. There's very seldom a single variable that leads to a decision being a bad one. You are making the best decision you can with a lot of variables that are out of your control. And so normalizing yourself in that, this is part of the gig. So when your confidence is shaken, the mantra is, this is part of the gig. I will get back up. It is not game over.